If I was young, I'd flee this town. I've buried my dreams underground, as did I. We drink to die, we drink tonight. Far from home, elephant guns, let's take them down. One by one, we'll lay it down. It's not been found.
I think domestic violence is when someone in a family abuses someone else in that family.
Seasons begin when all was right wrong. Let the seasons.
There's definitely a lot of sources. One of them might be if the person who's abusing the people in their family or who they're in a relationship with have experienced abuse themselves and they never really addressed it, so they kind of react in the same way, also using violence. If maybe they experienced domestic abuse when they were younger or like at an earlier time in their life, and if they never solved it, then they could just inflict that same violence on another person. I think something like La Casa de las Madres is really important because domestic violence is violence against someone who you're supposedly close to, but you can't really go to them if they're abusing you, and it's possible that you might not have anyone else that you can talk to about it, especially if the people who you're close to all live in the same household and your abuser also lives in that household. So having a service like this is really important.
I think what can be done to stop domestic violence is to start educating people about domestic violence in middle school.
There are economic costs, there are psychological costs. The economic costs include costs of prosecuting and incarcerating perpetrators and rehabilitating them sometimes. It includes medical costs to take care of abused victims. There's also the cost of foster care when kids get taken out of homes because there's domestic violence. There's another economic cost, which is lost earning power for someone who can't work because they've been abused or maybe even murdered. And then there are extreme psychological costs for the victims of domestic abuse, or for people in families where somebody else has been domestically abused. Sometimes the effects of violence and domestic abuse are lifelong and have a huge impact on a child and their behavior and the person they grow up to be.